sale spring edition, and we have come along to the Sykes Cottages stand. And well, it's great to meet up with a sponsor of Property Tribes, because Sykes sponsor our holiday let discussions, and I'm joined by Katie. And Katie, I mean, we're well into the first day of the show. Has it been a good show so far? Good conversations?
Well, it's around 4:30 now, and we've had such a busy morning. We've been speaking to lots of people looking to invest in properties, but actually looking to invest in holiday letting, which is fantastic. We're always wanting more people to come on board and discover the journey that is holiday letting, because it is so magical.
Well, it is, and I love it, Katie, because, well, first of all, it's doing something that can really enrich people's lives. If they have a great experience at your holiday let, they go away with a lifetime of memories. But also, it's very different to being a buy-to-let landlord, because you're dealing with guests, not tenants. And we know that, with all the legislation and compliance and everything coming into our sector as landlords, a lot of landlords are actually choosing to move from standard buy-to-let to holiday lettings. Have you found that?
Yeah, we're seeing an increasing number of long-term let landlords coming over to us and asking advice when it comes to holiday letting, and that diversification. One of the main reasons they're sort of coming over to us seems to be that actually they really, really need help with, the maintenance of it. So they're finding there's like there's a high workload when it comes to maintenance of it, but also the wear and tear of the properties as well. And there's a lot less wear and tear in holiday letting, and actually there's a bit more money to be made as well.
Well, there can be if you get it right.
Definitely.
And I know that Sykes have very high standards, and they recommend that you produce a very high quality product, because I think the market demands that, doesn't it?
The market demands it, but also our customer base demands that as well. You've got to remember that holiday letting, that customer might only have one holiday a year, and actually you're creating an experience for that customer. It's not just a holiday.
And I think that's so important, because there's quite a difference between just having, an average holiday, but having a holiday that is just, as you used the word, magical earlier, actually. Yeah. And I know, being a holiday let landlord myself, it's very rewarding. And also it's so important from the point of view of getting reviews, and positive reviews, because they are a great marketing tool in their own right, aren't they?
Most definitely. And at the end of the day, we want that customer to rebook with you as well. We see a really high percentage of about 45% of customers rebooking that same holiday year on year. So the more sort of enrichment you give to that holiday letting, and that's, again, I use that word experience, that experiential holiday, the more experience you give to that sort of customer, the more likely they are to rebook, and that feedback is vital. We like to see 5 stars. We always like to see 5 stars across the board. At Sykes, we tend to use a bit of a chart. So if you go on our website, you'll see there's like blue boxes and blue lines, and there's like cleanliness, location, and if it's all blue, that's what we want to see. Everything blue, that means it's top rated property. It's actually, we're increasing sort of where we're looking at 5 tick properties. So 5 tick property is something that has a hot tub, it allows pets, it's in a great location. That's a 5 tick property, and that's where we especially expect sort of the reviews to be high.
And also you get higher than average bookings.
Definitely, yeah.
Occupancy, which is great.
Yeah.
Now, tell us about Sykes, because you can help a holiday cottage owner with literally every aspect of running a holiday let business, can't you?
We can. We're kind of the I'd hate to use the phrase, but we're like the one-stop shop for holiday letting. So we help with the marketing of the property, all the way through to the customer coming to the door, the key fobs. We look after the customers whilst they're on holiday, so you don't have to. So that takes that bit of pressure off our owners, which is nice. We can help with finding cleaners, maintenance, all that as well. But we also have teams that specialise in thinking of buying. We have teams that can, help with mortgage applications, with planning applications. So we really are sort of a again, to use the phrase, the one-stop shop for holiday letting in the UK.
You collect so much data about occupancy and so on, and I think you're a great resource for a newbie holiday letter who's thinking of getting a property and wants some advice about, areas, occupancy, that kind of thing. And you're quite happy to talk to people and give advice and pointers and things, aren't you?
We are. I've spoken to many a person today where my sort of suggestion is that actually we should come out prior to you actually making any changes to your property, because sometimes there's no need to make them changes and you're making costly changes when there's no need. So we would come out early to the property, have a look, give some hints and tips, and that's what we can provide as well. But we'll also come out and look at a field. If you're, you've purchased a piece of land recently and you don't know what to do with it, we're seeing a huge revolution. The glamping revolution is still growing really, really strong.
Okay.
And off the back of that, unique stays are up.
And you also have area managers as well, kind of that know the area, don't you?
We have property consultants that are local to the area. A lot of property consultants that we have are actually holiday home owners as well, so they really understand the story and the journey of holiday letting, and they also know how great it is and how enriching it is, so it's great.
When it comes to marketing, you have a massive footprint. You're right up there with. You're in the top 2, aren't you?
We are.
In the UK, and of course that's so important for getting occupancy up in a property, especially when it's starting out and it doesn't have reviews and it doesn't have a track record in the sector.
Yeah, so we've just actually gained the market share, so the leading market share, which
Well done.
So we spend a lot of money on marketing. The biggest compliment I get at going to all the shows and events is you're all over Facebook, we can't get rid of you, you're everywhere, which means we're doing our job properly.
It does.
We're marketing those properties to the demographic that we need to. In terms of marketing for the future, we've got lots of exciting plans, so really watch this space. We're we're growing and growing in terms of marketing, so it's a really exciting place to be.
Congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
Awesome. I guess just to finish, you mentioned hot tub. Is that still like the number one feature?
A hot tub is we like to call a hot tub Marmite. Some people hate them, some people love them.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, if you hate them, you are going to miss out on those bookings. We do see a massive increase on bookings for properties that provide a hot tub. But it's also, if you've got a hot tub and you've got a property that sleeps, 8 people, it's ensuring that your hot tub's big enough to fit 8 people in.
Quite.
So that's a little top tip. Remember things like this. If you're saying you've got a property that sleeps 8, make sure you've got all the amenities that will fit in.
Yeah. Hot tub party.
Hot tub parties, yes.
Just to finish, Katie, we're in April. Typically now most people will be thinking about their holiday, their summer holiday. Are you finding bookings are coming in this year? Is there any kind of trends in that?
It's really interesting that you've said that. This morning I received an email from our COO, and actually we've seen that yesterday 30% of our bookings are to check in within 5 weeks. So we're still seeing that really short sort of turnaround in terms of booking and then checking in.
Yeah.
Another thing that we are seeing in terms of the demographic, people are holidaying differently. So we would see, people go abroad twice a year. Actually, they'll go abroad once a year and then do a staycation. But also the demographic in terms of people want to stay and they want to bring their dogs on holiday. We saw that with customers with pets. We've also seen lots of people wanting to go walking. So again, it's that properties, it's making sure that if you're in a lovely walking location, make sure you've got a lovely big room so you can put your dirty trainers away, not treasure all over the house.
And put some guided walks in your folder and all that good stuff to create that experience.
Perfect, yeah.
Well, it's been absolutely wonderful meeting up with you here at the show, and thank you for your support of Property Tribes, and congratulations on the wonderful news that your market share.
Thank you. Yeah,
Great. And enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.